Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. As you can see, Garen's decided to join me.
Hello.
He's graced us with his presence on day 4 of his new school. How's it going?
Good.
Yeah, he's loving it because they haven't done anything this week. It's just introductions. He even went on an excursion today, which is pretty cool, no?
Yeah.
Where did you go?
Chutkova.
Chutkova. It's like a... What is it? It's like a farm, but it's got a
Yeah.
restaurant and stuff on. It's really nice there, actually. I might stick up a picture if I remember. But yeah, you enjoy that, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so today we are reacting to Fried Rattlesnake by Cowboy Kent Rowlands. Now, Garen loves his snakes. I don't know whether he loves him enough to eat them. We can eat his snake Cornelius if you like. If this video gets 1 million views, we'll eat his snake. No, I'm joking. We won't eat your snake. But yeah, Garen loves his snakes. I'm not sure whether would you eat it? Would you try it?
Yeah.
I would. I have eaten snake in South Africa, and I can't really compare the taste to anything. Like a lot of people say, "Oh, it tastes like chicken." I don't know. I can't remember for one, but I would definitely eat it again. And also, just for FYI, I had to skip to 2 minutes and 57 seconds of this video because it showed him skinning it and that, and YouTube will give me grief if I show that. So yeah, if you want to check it out, as always, his video will be linked in the description. So be sure to check it out. And without further ado, let's check out Fried Rattlesnake. I would eat it.
Good to be back in camp. It is. It was a long night after skinning that snake and trying to get everything just right so we could cook it for y'all. But you don't want to miss out on
Should I shave my beard and just grow my moustache like that? Hey?
I don't know.
none of this stuff. So make sure that you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the dingy dong bell.
Dingy dong.
Never
Oh, it
miss
does
out.
sound like.
Bell.
Yeah, dingy dong bell. That's what I said.
Okie for.
Yeah, that's okay for
I was
dingy
thinking
dong
you're
bell.
saying Bill.
Just ring the dingy dong bell, Shan said. Okay? Products we use and the printable recipe will be right down below. Rattlesnake.
Printable recipe. So if ever you get a rattlesnake in the shopping cart, you can cook it yourself. Where am I going to get a rattlesnake from, Ken?
I've had them crawl into camp. I've nearly stepped on them in camp. I've been bit in the heel of a boot when I was a young child picking plums in a plum thicket. Scared me to death. I don't hunt snake, but if I have one come into camp where I think I'm fitting to get bit, I'm thinking, hors d'oeuvres. That's what we're going to have right before them cowboys come in. Because ain't no sense in wasting something. The skin become the hat band, the meat become fine dining, it did. And when you're eating snake, folks, I just want to tell you right now, don't think you can be getting one of them like this. Ain't no meat on them. Now, I do want you to know right from the start, don't do this at home. If you've had no experience in this as a snake wrangler, don't just go outside and say, hey, I'm going to pick that snake up. That snake will bite
Chuck
you,
him in the
folks.
frying pan.
Get you some of them blue gloves. Let me see what happens here. I think you know which kind I'm talking about. Let me look in here. Folks, you don't get you some of them or whatever color you think goes with your apparel that you're wearing. See, it matches my outfit today. It does. Because to me, snake meat, and when you're skinning a snake, that old skin and stuff and the fat that is on one, has a little odor to it. But you got to make sure, just
I've
like
never
any
skinned
wild
one
game
myself,
that you're
though.
fixing, it is
Not to
washed
eat.
meat.
No, we skinned a couple of night adders in South Africa once that had been killed because we wanted to try to keep the skins, but I can't remember them smelling like anything bad.
No?
No, I can't remember it. Maybe they did, but back then, bro, when we were going hunting and then on the farm, I was lucky if I showered like once in a week then. So I smelled anyway. I probably smelled worse than the snake.
Times and rinsed, cleaned really well, and then let's
Like
get
a sausage,
it to
isn't
where we
it?
need it to be after that. For snake, or even old wild hog, I always like to soak in buttermilk overnight. Now,
Buttermilk.
the reason I like to use
you wouldn't be able to eat
buttermilk
it.
is I think there's a
Oh,
little
yeah.
acid in there that helps sort of break that stuff down, but also it's
Garen has discovered, well, he was getting terrible stomach pains every morning, and we took him to the doctor, and then it's been discovered Garen is lactose intolerant, and Garen's favorite foods all have milk in them, like your cereal in the morning and that, so he's not a happy camper. You like cheese and that as well?
Yeah.
Oh, well. Oh,
going to give
Come
it
on,
a
Kent.
more tender flavor, a more southern rich flavor to me. Let that thing set at least 6 hours. I like
6
to go
hours.
overnight. Now, you see me in this little deal we had last night, add a little water to that buttermilk because I want to make sure he's covered really well. But if you got enough buttermilk, just use plain buttermilk
Nice.
all the way through. So we're going to start with a cup
maybe
of
it smells,
all-purpose
that's why he
flour,
doesn't want to put it in the fridge.
a half a cup of cornmeal because I like to have a little bit of that crunchiness you get out of there, you know, like when you're frying fish. Then we're going to go a tablespoon
What's that, cayenne?
Yeah?
of what? Red River Ranch mesquite.
his
You
own
ain't
one.
got none? Shannon will have you a link
He
up
makes
there
his
where
own
you can get
spices.
it because this stuff got a little ancho chili in there, but a good mesquite flavoring. cayenne pepper.
What is mesquite? Do you know what mesquite flavoring is?
Mosquitoes?
No. Yeah, catching mosquitoes or turning them into spice. We would have had loads of mosquito spice in Croatia.
Oh, yeah.
I like my snake to bite, but I like him to bite in a good way after I done got him cooked up a notch. So we're just going to put just a tad because it don't take much of this. So we're going to put it right there. Onion powder, teaspoonful.
I definitely give this a go. It sounds like
And
it's
look
gonna
who's
taste good.
coming
Oh,
in.
this
The
dog are
taste
coming for a
testers.
snack.
And we're going to go about 2 teaspoons of garlic powder,
I love
which
garlic.
is that much.
Yeah?
Yeah, we eat
Now
loads
to
of garlic.
that,
Oh, yeah.
y'all have seen me drag it out many times when we're frying. What is it? Cornstarch. It's not only for first aid and medical ingredients of thickening gravy. It is good to help batter adhere to meat and make it puff there and have a good crust. So we're going to go
Come on, Garen wants to see the snake.
with 2 tablespoons. That completes the dry section of this movie. So let's get her mixed up really well. Now we may have to add a little to this if the snake is bigger than what we got for, because you can't just go to the towns to that butcher man and say, I'd like a 4-pound snake, please. Because I don't think he's going to have him. So we're going to have a little dry. We got to have a little wet. What do we call them? Cackleberries. That is what they are called. And we've
Cackleberries.
taken 2 of them. A cup of milk.
Eggs.
Now,
Oh,
Which is
more
that
milk,
much right
dude.
there. Pardon me while I put this back in the refrigerator.
I'd like a wagon like that. They're cool, aren't they? He's got a. Look at that barbecue thing. It's called Big Bertha.
oh,
Time to drag out the main feature of this attraction, and that is the snake.
Yeah, bring it out. I'm still using the
There
gloves.
he is, folks.
Looks
He's
like
been
a
bathing in the
an
buttermilk
inner tube from a tire or something.
yeah.
all night.
From a bicycle tire.
Well, let's just start by cleaning up these little edges here. And you got to cut through that backbone just like that. So make sure you just clean them up. I want to square them off here a little.
That's a weird knife.
Now we're just going to cut him into about 4-inch
Yeah, it is,
pieces.
isn't it? I'd like one of those.
Something that'll fry up really well. You know, this old fella here, he's pretty stout. That backbone is thicker than mine.
He's struggling, isn't he? Oh my
Let's go ahead
god.
and put these in the milk and egg mixture. And you can use buttermilk if you see
See, it doesn't
fit.
even look like
But
snake
folks,
now,
he
doesn't
done
it?
had a buttermilk bath.
Looks like fish
so I'm
almost.
just giving him a milk and egg bath.
Like an eel.
Then we're going to take him right over here. Make sure he gets some of that all the way through because I want that good crust on there. And what
I
are we
would
going to do?
definitely eat this.
You guessed it.
Yeah.
We're going to double baptize.
Why?
We are.
No.
Then we just
Excuse
gonna set them
me.
right over here
Yeah,
on
but
this
you
plate
could.
till we get the rest of them done. And the oil gets hot. Then we're going to fry up some crispy goodness.
Excuse me again.
People have been eating snake for a long, long time, folks. They have. And I am sure old Cookie going down the trail, he found many of them crawling there in an old wagon tracker on the trail. Hey, that's meat. Let's throw it in the pot. A lot of them even
In
make.
South Africa, a lot of people eat monitor lizards because there's a
Really?
lot of meat on the tail. Yeah, they protected. I don't know whether they still are, but the Nile monitor was protected for a while because people would kill them and eat their tails.
Made like a rattlesnake
the
stew.
tails.
You just
Yeah, 'cause they
cook
got really
that stuff
thick,
down a little
meaty
bit in the
tails.
skillet, add you some peppers, onions, everything that go with it, throw it back in there, rattlesnake chili. Hey, them old cookies
Rattlesnake
used it a
chili.
whole lot.
What?
I fixed it on ranches for cowboys as hors d'oeuvres on hors d'oeuvre night, fried in some good peanut oils, what we're using today. We're about 2 inches deep in that old fine neck skillet. I've heated it to about 355
That's a
degrees
proper
we
pan,
have.
and look how
It
thick
is
it is.
time
Yeah.
to fry some snake.
Oh.
Lay them in there gingerly, and I don't like to crowd them up now. We're just going to do 3 pieces at a
like the
time.
way, like him,
That way
lay
you
'em
get
in there.
more of an even
Yeah.
cook. And I want you to make sure that the
That looks
pieces
like
that you're
water
putting in
almost.
there
Such
are sort
clean
of the
oil.
same
Yeah.
size. Just as everything
It's like
tapers
oil.
off in life, so
Peanut oil.
does a snake's body. So long to
It was
short,
water.
thicker to thin, make sure they sort of match when you put them in here. You can see them little fellers have done floated back up there. at the
Little
top.
fellas.
I like to roll them over, even though they're already submerged in grease. And that snake don't want to lay on his belly. They never have. And that reminds me of an old wives' tale that I heard many years ago. You got that snake, throw him out there on the ground or hang him on a fence. If he rolls over belly side up, it's going to rain that night. Really golden, crispy brown, and we are nearly there. How long do they fry? Don't take long, folks, because you got to remember that loin run down that
Yeah,
little
there's not a
snake's
lot of
back
meat, is
ain't
there?
very
Yeah.
big, and the rest of it is just rib meat.
I wonder
Very
if it's like
thin, so it don't
that
take long.
popcorn chicken that you get from KFC or something. I wonder if,
Cook a snake.
Maybe.
I mean, with the flavorings he added, maybe. What?
Wait, what?
Striking at the pot?
Yeah. It's him.
No, I don't think so. I don't think I could kill them to eat them though. I love snakes too much. And I mean, if there's other meat available.
They're cool snakes though, they're pretty good. Dangerous.
Yeah, but that's it though, isn't it? I mean, if I was out in the bush and I had nothing to eat or I accidentally run over one, I'd eat it.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'd go out and hunt them. If I had other meat available, I definitely wouldn't. But if you had nothing to eat, you would eat it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Unless you want to eat the dogs first. Hot dogs. Oh, look, they're even got a little chair for the snake. Oh, there you go. They're cleaning them, look. That actually looks nice, no? Like KFC.
Yeah.
That's what I call a good crust. I want
KFS.
you to listen to it.
Kentucky Fried Snake.
Oh yeah.
That's like a shell on a turtle's back. That stuff will repel water if you set it out there, I promise. And that's what we're after. I'm not going to take a bite of this one just yet. I'm just going to show you about what we're talking about on this
I wanna
loin.
see.
So let me just crack that shell on there. And we're going to look here and see.
Hard to eat. Hard to
Uh-huh.
There ain't a whole lot there. This is
Yeah.
about
Looks
what
pretty
you're
tough,
getting,
eh?
folks. You get right again that loin,
like tough
and you can
meat.
pick on them bones and clean it off. But if you're feeding a lot of people, I'm just going to tell you right now, you better start snake hunting last year because it's going to take a bunch.
Yeah,
So
if you're feeding like
let me
10
just go
people,
ahead and
you'll
have
need
me a
so
little
many
bite of
snakes.
this.
Kent, does it taste like chicken?
No, got more of a chewy texture than anything like a fish or a
Yeah.
chicken would have. Now there is a distinct taste to that to me, and it's not what I'd call gamey, but just sort of like a mild white fish. What we're gonna do? We're gonna
Honey,
put this sauce on.
Liquid
Now
smoke.
I like two different kinds. This is a smoky sauce that's got a little honey, and do you know Duke has his own mayonnaise company, Duke the Dog, Duke's Mayonnaise. So I'm gonna put a
I
little
wonder
right
how,
down
like-
here. And a lot of
I
y'all
don't
turn
know.
those on to that Duke's Mayonnaise.
See, like I say, I tried it so long ago. The bones I can imagine now, like, would do my head in, isn't it? Imagine all the bones. That would be frustrating. It's like eating a fish's rib cage, basically.
Yeah.
But I would still give it a nudge.
And
Maybe
let
a
me tell you,
python.
That stuff is some
Oh
fine dining.
yeah.
Dining? Fine dining.
Or
Another great
articulated
method that I
one.
like to
Burmese
use to
in
dip my
Florida.
snake in. What is it? Kent Rollins green chili chipotle relish. Give that snake a bite the second time.
You need a snake charmer dance.
No, it's called a snake stomping dance.
Jesus, I hope I've got his energy when I'm his age.
Woo. Crocodile Dundee ain't got nothing on me, folks. Snake will make you athletic. You ever been walking through the pasture and you see one, you can jump twice as far as you ever thought you could. I'm just telling you. Now, down below, we'll have you some resources of where you can find you some snake if you need some. Because I am not recommending you going out into the wilderness and trying to catch your own if you don't know what's going on. I don't want to hear about you getting snake bit. I tip my hat to our servicemen and women and all the veterans who keep that flag flying over camp. We shall not forget you ever, and we keep you in our thoughts and prayers. We would also like to tell you all, be sure you like, you share, and you subscribe, because we don't want you...
Yes, to me as well. I'm going to end it there because I think he's finished cooking. All right, what are your thoughts? Seriously.
I would taste it, but I wouldn't like. If I was the one has had to kill it, then I wouldn't. Probably.
No?
Because I love my snakes, and I'm planning to get like lots of snakes. Maybe
Yeah, and
in the future.
you've got,
I hope so.
thanks to you guys who keep sending stuff from the Amazon list, Garen has now built up quite a nice collection of snake books. It's something I did when I was young as well. Well, I didn't have books. I'd have to photocopy the pages and write my own care sheets and that. So you're getting there. But yeah, I would definitely give it a try.
I appreciate it that you guys send me.
Yeah, it's good, eh? Really kind of them, eh?
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I would definitely try it. I don't know if I would... If there was something else available, I don't think I'd kill the snake. Just to give it a try. But then saying that, I don't know, maybe curiosity would get the better of me. I'd be like, yeah, let's just eat it.
I'd like to try like a reticulated python. You have lots of meat on
Yeah, they're big, aren't they? Or an anaconda.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching.
you.
I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and we will see you in the next video. Peace.